both of these teams. I'm hoping for another treat in this match.
So things are underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. He's had it taken off him. Nice, impressive jump. And that should get the job done. Oh, it's come loose. Nice looking ball. And he's straight offside. Spread it left. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Gakpo. Delivers with wit. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's McAllister. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think Memphis is certainly a player worth keeping an eye out for, Peter. The latest crop of excellent Dutch attackers as the previous generation begins to fade. I love the way he's matured his game to become a far more effective player now who makes far better use of his huge talents. And he's turned into quite the leader.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. That's going wide left. And this is Depay. He's in, must be! Oh, look at it finish! Goal, the Netherlands! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
First breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Reinders did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Otamendi cuts it out. That's destined for the flank. Gakpo. Gravenberg. This is Depay. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Molina. And it's Messi. Can he get it through? And here's Lautaro Martinez. And he is deftly away. There will be 1 minute added time. Gakpo. And that marks the halfway point of the semi-final. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Argentina trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So right back into the action.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Here's the header! And it's hit the woodwork and out! No, just not quite. Surely now! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Argentina really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Gravenberg, nicely spread. That's very neat. Now it's Reinders. This is the shot at goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Argentina still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 18.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Looking for the run, and this is Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Simeone. Simeone.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
De Jong. Gakpo. He's in a great position here. Memphis Depay. Sergio, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. The road. Spread out to the left. What a throw in.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 11. Gakpo. Coming on the field is number
Paredes.
17. Substitution
Messi
for
looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, he's been a constant outlet, Peter, so it's time to pull the shutters down.
It's Memphis Depay! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Well, this could be it. Something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that's out of reach.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 10. Memphis. Coming on to replace him is number 9.
And that's definitely not his best.
Substitutions taking place.
Weghorst. And Reinders.
Minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Lang. And it's Reinders. Lang! Lang! Well, there's the clearance. And that will be the final act. Well, in some ways, defeat here even more painful than losing in the final. So near, yet so far, and the look on the players' faces says it all. It is heartbreaking. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, I can tell you that losing the final is not as bad as the semi-final because at least you get to sample a huge occasion. Having lost the semi-final or two, I can also tell you it's a horrible experience, and I really feel for these lads.
Contest. The fans in the stands watch on, as does the rest of the world, eager to see which team prevails on the day. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So just 2 more matches left then, Jim. It has flown by, hasn't it?
Time flies, but we've had so many gripping games, Peter. It's been a real pleasure, and given the form of both of these teams, I'm hoping for another treat in this match.
We're up and running then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the midfielder, Ryan Kraftwerk, is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line. And just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence, versatility, and of course vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi gets into a good position. Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Neither of these two want to come off second best. De Jong does well not to be outdone there. Very nicely done. And it's Paredes. That looks a decent... And the shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Oh, it was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Ake drives forward on the overlap. Gravenberg. He'll try from distance. Not a bad try by any means.
Gravenberg really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank with him there, but there are other options, you know.
Otamendi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. De Jong. Argentina looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Tries to play it through. Gakpo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
Can he finish? Oh, what has happened here? Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. And now they can clear their lines. No, he's seen through all of that. Gravenberg.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That has been slung wide. And it's Reinders. So it's half-time in the semi-final. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Argentina leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved a little bit more.
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. Argentina. And that's a sharp finish. It's offside. Count for nothing.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
Disappointments and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Lofted upfield. And here's Messi. Ake. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. And he shoots! Oh, he's been caught. Oh, it's fallen loose again. And he's really put himself on the line here. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Argentina are still that goal to the good. And here's Lautaro. Goes for goal!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Van Dijk. Sanjay, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Sprint to the right. Marlon.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Memphis Depay. And it's Memphis Depay. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Well, it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right. He's having a pop! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Simeone really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
And that should get the job done.
Number 7. Justin Cliver. Number 9. Substitution.
Taliafico. Drives it in. Cleared without hesitation.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Simeone. That's an excellent interception.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And he real chance! Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish and absolute joy! They have stolen level at the last! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So all still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 5. Ake.
Into extra time we go.
Rises.
Argentina conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes?
Substitution in progress.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. That's a decent clearance. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Now it's Gravenberg. Gravenberg stood his ground strongly. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Kluivert. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Kluivert with the cross. Played into space. That has been cut short. And here's Gravenberg. Played out wide. Now, can they get him away? So no flag here. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, big chance. And it is promptly followed by the whistle. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired. Options are depleted, and time now is short.
Number 8. Gravenberg.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
Number 20.
This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he welcomes it in. Now it's Weghorst.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Minus. Now it's Weghorst. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a nicely shaped ball. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30. And, Jim, here we are.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So it all comes down to this, the ultimate test of mettle and mentality from the spot. So this one to set the tone. And he has done his bit.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Now it is the turn of the captain.
Never looked him down, really.
He had to, and he did. Minus. Second to go.
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
Alvarez is second man up. Great stop, and the keeper punches the air. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
No, denied remarkably. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Batistuta is the third man to step forward.
I actually think he was quite brave to do that, Peter, but it was the right result.
Lang is the fourth man to step forward for them. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked a spot, didn't change.
Fernandez is the fourth man to step up. We're tied at 3 each. Quinton Timber, last of the original 5 to walk forward. And he sticks it away.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
You can cut the tension with a knife. The margin of error is 0. It's saved, and it's over. So the manager walks amongst his players and applauds the fans. Terrific show of dignity this. It must be the hardest thing for him to do. He knows that his side had a genuine chance.
Please take this opportunity.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, this is so tough to have to handle because they poured their heart and soul into getting this far.
So two teams setting out to clear the last hurdle before the final. And a couple of hours from now, they will know their fate. To the victors, a date with history. It really is now or never. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, the glitzy opening ceremony feels like yesterday, Jim, but here we are. We've reached the semi-finals.
Yeah, it's been a competition that's kept on giving in terms of drama, Peter. No wonder the time has flown. It's just been very exciting. I have the feeling that this game will be no different.
So things are underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Lovely bit of skill. Reinders tries a cross. Nicely aimed pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi. Verbruggen claims comfortably. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Frankie de Jong has attained the status of elite midfielder at a tender age. It's very rare you see someone have so much maturity, composure, and vision on the ball. One of the best proponents of total football I've seen in recent times.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Molina cuts out the pass. Simeone unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And here's Marlon. Now it's Reinders. Messi. And they can counter here. Nice looking ball. Well played right into his path. Verbruggen gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Reinders. And here's Depay. Shifted it to the flank. And it's great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's there to get it away. McAllister. It's Otamendi. Messi. And that marks the halfway point of the semi-final. It has been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. Back on the way then.
Argentina really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
And here's Depay. Paredes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, well played. Gets Ekpo. Played out towards the right wing. Marlon. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And the shot! Okay. Molina promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for the run. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 10, Memphis. Coming on the field is number 9.
That's good play. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
He's cleared it out of harm's way. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Argentina perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
He's found a way through.
The Netherlands really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's been slipped through. Verbruggen clears. Almost nothing left on the clock here. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. Now it's Weghorst. And it's Reinders. That has been slung wide.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
For Netherlands. Number 9. Coming on the field is number 19. Robe. Substitution.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
3 minutes added time.
Space for him to turn and look. Keeper has taken decisive action. Get it through. Oh, shooting chance! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So late in the day! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
And there goes the final whistle. They've done it, and you cannot say it is undeserved. This is a team that has looked increasingly like champions, and they may very well be champions soon enough. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, they passed that test in flying colours, and they have every reason to believe that they can go all the way now.
today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the stadium.